Greetings, and welcome back to the MCOC Encyclopedia. Today, as promised, we'll be going through the path from 6.3.5 that I recommended in my previous video with the team I recommended using. This will allow you to get a little more insight into why I chose this team and how I play around the nodes. This will be much more relaxed, but I still suggest that you go and watch that video first if you haven't already, as it contains most of the key information around this quest. And with that, let's jump in. So, here we are in 6.3.5, and we'll be taking the Red Skull path. The team we're rocking with today is 5-star Warlock, 5-star Torch, 5-star Cap Infinity War, 6-star rank 3 Baron Zemo, and 6-star rank 4 Cosmic Ghost Rider. I'll be using him for 2 fights, and you can see that he ends them with enough overkill that a lower ranked Cosmic Ghost Rider would do just as well. Here in this fight, we're playing a careful Cosmic Ghost Rider fast cycle. What do I mean by careful? I'm making sure my parries land and before going in for the combos. So we can see it took me 2 parries to get for my heavy and 2 parries for my light. Punish the heavy for that. And then watch the health bar here. 1, 2, 3. If you were using a 6-3 Cosmic Ghost Rider with boosts, you'd see exactly the same. If you used a 6-star rank 2 Cosmic Ghost Rider with boosts, you might have had to finish the combo, maybe another special 2, but that fight would have been over just as well. Up next, we have Iceman, and if you'd brought Corvus for the first fight, he would be able to take this fight just as well, and in fact, I would even recommend it so he can pick up the mutant charge, though you could pick that up on Emma Frost if you prefer. I'm using Warlock here, as he's one of my go-to Iceman counters. What are we trying to do in this fight? Well, there's not much to it, apart from unblockable specials and aggression armor, but yeah, so what's there to do? What I'm going to be doing here is trying to bait his special 2s out, because I find them slightly easier to deal with than the special 1, but that's nothing major. If he decides to get aggressive and just throws the special 1, then we'll just full dex that, because it's a single beam, and then we'll go back to our regular fight. This is effectively just a beatdown fight. Very cheeky intercept there. Going for the reparry, but you have to get double reparries here, because you may have to parry against his ice armor to remove that. Big special 2, and then we just bait his special 2. It's fully unblockable, but it's a nice easy clear. And then we end that fight really smoothly. Warlock doing a good job. Up next, we have Howard the Duck, and as always, what's the plan going into this fight? Well, we're using Cosmic Ghost Rider, so we know it's going to end pretty quickly. But my goal here is simply to avoid his special 2 this time. It's completely undexable, so if he throws that, we're going to have issues. So just deal with his special 1s. Here, we're going for the Cosmic Ghost Rider fast cycle regular, so that's the parry heavy, straight into the light ending combo, straight into a medium ending combo, close down all of his buffs, apologise for the sirens, big special 2, avoid his special 1, and punish, and 2 hits, and it's over. Again, 6-3 Cosmic Ghost Rider with boosts, you'll see the same thing. 6-2, close enough. Up next, we have Emma Frost. Again, if you were bringing Corvus, he'd be great against her here, but I'll be using Captain America Infinity War. Important to note here that my Captain America Infinity War is signature 200. However, that only makes him more reliable. As you can see, when I parry, I place 3 debuffs on the opponent. Weakness, Armor Break, and Petrify, and these come from the other people I have on the team. The Armor Break comes from the Cosmic Champion, Cosmic Ghost Rider. The Petrify comes from the Science Champion, Human Torch, and the Weakness comes from the Tech Champion, which is Warlock. If you are not signature 200, these are simply just not guaranteed. Mine is sig 200, so they are guaranteed. Here I mess up the reverse control slightly, but it's no big deal. And what we're going to do, parry, heavy, big special 2, nice 62k crit, and the fight's over. Really, really smooth. Cap is a really underrated champion these days. He's fallen off a bit. Up next, we have Heimdall. What's our plan here? Well, he is exactly the same as Howard the Duck. We are looking to avoid his special 2, because we can't do anything about it. If he throws it, we're going to get hit by that beam. And that's pretty much it. Apologies. Again, 3 debuffs, because we're guaranteed. But if not, I might have parried and just got the weakness. Parried again, and just got an armor break, so I'd have half a weakness and an armor break. Not much going on here, so he gets his auto block, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm just trying to build back to my special 2 again. I'm going for the parry heavy, because Cap's base block proficiency is so high that if you parry, it's always 0 damage. You see I've got a perfect parry there. And here I'm just trying to build to my 5th charge, because each charge increases the potency of that heavy fury. So we get no crit there, but it's still 35k, which is not bad at all. Going for a combo, which I have to call short to avoid his special 2. Heavy counter his special 1, but without any of those charges, it really doesn't hit very hard. That's much better. Another special 1. Now we're just building back to the special 2, building up a few of our extra charges. Come on, Heimdall. Another special 1 from him. And big special 2 to finish. There we go. 23k non-crit, still not bad. And there we go, closed out on the final hits. So, slight lag there as the screen takes a moment to update. Up next, we have Civil Warrior, and I slightly underestimated him, not because he's a difficult fight, but simply because he's a long fight. He starts building up those armors, and he can become quite a tank. Warlock here, we do have access to a few armor breaks, and honestly, if we wanted this fight to end very quickly, Cosmic Ghost Rider would have closed it out in about 30 seconds, if that. But I don't want to continue to use him, just in case you don't have access to him. I want to show the range. What are we thinking about in this fight? Well, both of his special attacks are relatively easy to deal with. He will be building up a lot of armors, so I'll have to deal with that. But I have no particular plan, apart from just get through this fight as best I can. Wait for the bubble to go down. I'm sure there's some old saying about when to go in after that, but can never remember. Some of you might be thinking, okay, can we use Warlock's heavy bleeds to try and get around that big armor rating? And whilst that is a good thought, Civil Warrior reduces I can't remember if it's potency or ability accuracy of bleeds by 25% for each armor on him. So at 11 armors, there's no way that we're going to be getting any of those bleeds through, which is a shame. My plan here with Warlock is just to chain special 2s. That's where most of his damage comes from, and those armor breaks are helpful for keeping my damage up even further. He's up to 18 armors now, and you can see my non-crits are hitting for 200 damage, which is really, really low, and our crits are hitting for, 9 or 10 times that. Go for a big special 2, though it's not that big. 3k crit on the end when I think it was 10k versus Emma Frost. So that's a little bit, not Emma Frost, who did we use him for? Iceman, that's who we used him for. So we're up over 100 hits now. Warlock does have a lot of hits on that special 2, and I'm going for one more special 2 to try and close it out. Oh, no, we're just shy of the special 2, but the special 1 allows us to close out that fight. Quite a long one, but again, it is what it is. It's a very safe option. Up next, we have Venom the Duck, and he is a nothing fight. His special 2 is slightly more difficult to deal with than his special 1, but not really, so I'm going to use this fight to practice playing a bit of Baron Zemo. My plan for this fight: bait his special 1s, build up to sort of 2.9 bars of power, so just under 3 bars, when he has as low power as possible. Throw my special 2 to root him, and then go for 2 back-to-back special 1s whilst he's rooted to build up as many bleeds as possible, and then let them do the work. That is effectively the rotation I'd be running if I were to use this guy for Mysterio as well, and, spoiler alert, I'll be using Human Torch for Mysterio. But as well in that fight, every time I'd go medium, light, I would get the tunnel vision falter on me, and so I'd use my cleanse charges to remove that. Those cleanse charges, once I run out, will also then root the opponent so we can get even more bleeds going. Just trying to get this special 1 out of Venom the Duck. There we go. So we go for 1 tap straight into special 2. I have nearly a bar. He's got low power, so we can run straight in. Every hit here is inflicting a bleed, and I can't miss. And there we go. Our special 1 puts us up at 15 bleeds, get the nice root intercept, and go straight into another special 1. So now we have 30 bleeds ticking away, and they're permanent. They are not going anywhere. Venom the Duck will die with those bleeds on him. And that's what we're going for. I'm just waiting, effectively, now. If Venom the Duck had much more health, we'd just do that again and stack up to 60 bleeds. But now I'm just hitting him, baiting the special 1. I'm in no rush at all. Just let those bleeds do their thing. Just hit into his block to waste time. And there we go. The bleeds do their work. That's why Zemo can be considered quite a powerful champion. Once you have your bleeds going, they're going. And you can't get rid of them. Finally on the path, we have Angela. I could probably use anyone on my team to take this fight. Maybe not Torch, but I'll be using Captain America. This probably wasn't the best choice, because I'm running a skill on the team, Baron Zemo, which will be very useful against Mysterio if we get that far, because that allows him to consume one of his blue kinetic charges to purify a debuff, allowing us to get around Falter and the poisons and any other debuffs Mysterio places on us. What I failed to consider when taking this fight is that whenever Angela throws her special 1, she'll try and armor break us. And I did remember this, and I wanted the healing from that armor break from willpower. However, Cap shrugs them off, so actually this is just hurting my damage slightly. However, a big 60k crit is not really hurting your damage, so excellent clear out. No damage taken because of those perfect parries. Cap is still a really, really solid champion. Up next, we have the boss, Mysterio. Use the champion swapper if you need it. It would probably have been smart to swap out to probably Warlock here for another good option. Any miss counter, for example, would be a good way around it, or simply a champion you can throw big parry heavies with. Missed the pre-fight there, so yeah, Torch and pre-fight is where we're going. If you want to see this fight done with other champions, please let me know. I'm just doing it with Human Torch in this video. What's our plan for this fight? Try not to repeat actions and keep our temperature above 10. That way we can't miss. Always be watching which special Mysterios throw. Oh look, I did 2 blocked hits in a row, so now I've got a falter on me. I can't hit him because of his purple reflection gas passive, so I've got to wait that out. I can't miss, so my misses fail, but the falter debuff stays on me until I don't miss. So I've got to keep my temperature above 10, otherwise I'm going to have a rude awakening at some point. Get clamped by the special one because I mistimed my dex. Now I just got to wait for that purple reflection gas to go away. The health race is kind of even, but I don't want to let my health get too low, because if I get poisoned, if I get hit by something else, my health will drop much faster than his. The advantage of having that falter on us constantly is that I am running willpower, which means, as long as I have it on me, it's just gone, but while it's there, I will be healing 0.7% of my health per second, which is okay. Here, that special 2 came about 2 seconds too late, which means now I've got a meaty poison on me, so goodbye half my health. I didn't really want it anyway. If I get another poison like me on that, it's going to be a real problem. Decent sized special 2 there. We've pushed him quite close to special 3, so we've got to bait out his special 2, and I'd like to do that quite quickly before we get a poison on him. Lucky he plays ball. Now we have 2 debuffs on us, so the healing's pretty good, but my power's getting drained. It is safe to hit him here, because despite the fact that he has his illusion gas active, we can't miss, because our temperature's high enough. So we don't have to worry about that. Sticking with special 2s is the much nicer way to go. So we're just sticking with Torch and our parry medium, light, medium. Block the special 1, so we get some extra falters, but we've now got to wait out his reflection gas, which is not too long, but annoying. There I decide just to take 1 hit backwards, and Stand Your Ground Mastery being excellent there, allowing me to resist his heavy attack, which means I don't get poisoned. As I said in the main video, just like that. Mysterio loves to just throw heavies out of nowhere, and it's not very well telegraphed. You have to be very on the ball to notice what's going on. Another one there just for no apparent reason. Another heavy there for no apparent reason. I am really needing him to throw that special 2 before I get poisoned again, or that poison would kill me. End of the game. Here I need to charge my heavy to get my temperature back up again. I throw the special 1 just to push him back a bit. I just want some space because I do not want to get cornered. Here I'm just letting my Nova Flames finish to tick him down. And there we go. Torch closes out the fight. So, there you have it. Everything you need to know to beat 6.3.5. Up next, 6.3.6. Bullseye coming out fairly soon. I have no idea what order any of these are coming out. We've got a glossary, got a masteries guide, got a tips and tricks video, sort of all the core techniques you need, and so on. Again, I don't know what order any of these are coming out in, but if you've got one that you particularly want, do let me know down below, and I'll do my best to prioritise it. Feel free to join the Discord down below. It's a great community of people, a great place to get help, and where we deal with all the good, the bad, and the Grandmaster of MCOC. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.